Welcome to the finale of the Women's Universe mode. Now, I have had a lot of fun with this so far, and I'm just glad that some people decided to watch this series because uh, women's wrestling does not get the respect it deserves all the time. So yeah, we're gonna end things with a bang because we have the Elimination Chamber, which I'm going to have it so both champions are defending their titles. Maybe I should try the match card table. Yep, chamber. Okay, that better before a title. Same with this one. But yeah, what I'll do is since AJ Lee won the Royal Rumble, I will have her go up against the winner of either one of the chamber matches for either the WWE Women's Championship or the Women's World Championship. And I will determine who's in those chamber matches by seeing who are the top 5 contenders heading into Elimination Chamber. Alright, now that I got all that out of the way, let's watch Tatum Paxley versus Jada Parker. Chris Stratus won this massive fatal 4-way, which that could help her get to like the top of the division.
And it's Tatum Paxley here, set for competition.
Look, I'm no therapist. Tatum Paxley, this girl's got avoids the clothesline and turns it into a pin.
And the shoulders up in time.
She almost got caught by surprise.
Oh boy, making a statement with that shove. Oh, what a kick.
So I am filming this the day before WrestleMania. So
Locking up with the
I don't know if Tatum Paxley is still the Women's North American Champion or not.
Oh my! Strong kick.
But I honestly hope that she still is. Even though I personally think she's ready to go to the main roster. I just think that she should spend some more time in NXT if they don't have anything planned for her.
And a menacing look from Jada Parker.
Spinning back elbow connects. Uh-oh, putting their opponent right on the second rope now, and then shot to the midsection, getting fired up, building momentum here.
But I do think that within the next year, Jada Parker will be called up as well. But before she gets called up, I would like to see her win the North American Championship.
Yeah, a very motivated Parker in front of us. Catches the leg. And there's a takedown. Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside.
Making her way out of the ring here.
Leg being manipulated with that maneuver.
And now is as good a time as any to retreat from our announce desk, as it doesn't seem like it will be long for this world. quick escape from danger there.
That sliding knee strike. Caught that and reversed it.
Hard-hitting kick.
Jada capitalizes on that misstep.
Oh, come on, please don't have any countouts
Uppercutting knees to the
this
body.
episode.
And any one of those shots could take you out for good.
Measured kick to the vertebrae.
We've had enough countouts in the
Pay
last
attention to
episode.
the referee's count.
Whip back
Thank you,
into the
Tatum.
ring.
Oh, I think I felt that one.
Placing her in the corner. Jada Parker gonna set her opponent up on the second rope here. Parker gaining
He keeps
momentum.
going for this move. That's like the third time in a third corner.
Jada just
He just needs to go
outside the
to
wound right now.
Heading to the top
this
rope
corner.
for
Yeah,
that.
this one. Oh yeah,
From the top.
the one that's
Eased up, got the knees up at the last second.
okay. So if we're looking from hard cam, it's the bottom right.
Incredible standing corkscrew moonsault. Wow.
Paxley now perhaps looking to
Cemetery driver.
Can that finish Jada?
Man, that was
And
a
Tatum
hard-fought
Paxley
win.
wins.
She's got to be proud of herself tonight. Here is your winner, Tatum Paxley.
Alessandra Loca defeated Nikita Lyons. Natalia and Wendy Chu defeated the Hex Sisters. The Baddies defeated Fatal Influence. LJ won the promo battle against Psycho Sally, and Red defeated Laney Reed. Alright. Alright, we gotta watch the main event since it's for the title. Tiffany Stratton defeats Liv Morgan. Bull Nakano defeats Lita. Melee Fanny Fan defeats Odette Beaumont. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez lose to Bliss and Flair. Trina defeats Stacy Keibler. Rio defeats uh, Irresistible Forces. And now it's time for our main event.
Title on the line here. Big fight feel right now. These superstars know it, and so does the WWE Universe.
And when the gold is on the line, that's when the lights are truly at their brightest in this business. All eyes are on this match right now. Will we have a new champ?
And I feel like this would also be a good match.
With this reign. Oh, ouch. Barbaric clubbing blow.
Like, let's get the draft going, then we can have either Chelsea move over to Raw or Ivy move over to SmackDown,
Tied up like a pretzel.
and then
Punches to the gut now. Big shots to the
we can have this match to kind of revitalize
kick. Swapping some big-time swings here.
like the mid-card scene. But then again, it would work better on SmackDown since the Women's Intercontinental Championship has actually been very good. The Women's US title has been kind of drowning, even though it's the first Women's mid-card title they introduced on the main roster.
This has turned into an that blow just tipped the scales in their favor.
Collar elbow tie up.
I'd like to see Chelsea win the title one more time, then go on to win Money in the Bank to successfully become Women's Champion. or Women's World Champion, whichever one she goes after.
This superstar flexing their vicious side. I love this. That was showing great awareness of positioning, placing yourself between the ref and your opponent.
Because
Trying to work the
well, I'm not the only one that feels it, but honestly, her character
Yeah, she probably knew that
would
coming,
be
wouldn't do it.
perfect for the Money in the Bank contract.
Ivy Nile stays alive with a fast kick out.
She still looks fresh as a daisy, springing up out of that pin. Down, shoulder.
Going straight to the top turnbuckle. Lift off. Body splash. That last attack really. Oh, what's this? Oh,
Why is Kairi Sane running in to help Ivy Nile?
well, obviously,
I was fully expecting one of the Creed brothers or Chad Gable.
hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission.
And for some reason, the original Grande Americano,
Somehow, some way.
because he's different from Chad Gable.
Maybe not too much trouble as she fights out of this hole.
And speaking of the original Grande Americano, I'm excited for May 30th, which is their mask versus mask match against El Grande Americano. Man, we are going to have a surprise, no matter who loses the mask. I don't know if you're watching, leave your predictions on who each El Grande Americano is.
Up top high, but look at the well-placed elbows will force the counter and a great break.
Just an absolutely acrobatic display there.
Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark. Oh, what a boot to the face.
I'm just barely set on Chelsea here.
Uh-oh, she can be set up for a submission here. Locking in the Dragon.
Yeah, I think Ivy has this.
Will they tap? His hope fake. Retains the title. Here is your winner, and still.
And she retains the title. Alright, let's watch. Yeah, Stephanie Bacteria versus Naomi. Oh, come on. I said yes. Alright, the captain defeated Brad. Eve Torres defeated Tatum Paxley. Justine defeated Geneva Rose. Trish Stratus defeated Julia. Bailey and Lyra defeated B-Fab and Meechin. Natalia defeated Josie Jane.
Stephanie Vaquer is ready to get this match going.
What can I say about Stephanie Vaquer that haven't already been said, man? She's an international sensation. All business and takes no prisoners inside that ring. Lovely murder.
Yeah, Stephanie Vaquer.
I hope we get this match one-on-one someday.
Inside the squared circle pretty much speak for themselves.
Also in the ring is Naomi, looking even more vicious.
It was originally supposed to happen at Clash in Paris,
No moral, whatever it takes to
but
get Naomi the win.
Naomi got pregnant.
She's going to do.
Even if that means sabotaging you backstage and seriously injuring you, there are no lengths Naomi
Which that's
won't go to. And
that's
Vaquer gives
honestly one of the best reasons to have to back out of a match.
Already, but nothing she cannot recover from.
impact on the jaw. Stephanie must be getting phased by this attack.
And I don't see Naomi slowing down at all anytime soon. Evasiveness from Vaquer.
Stephanie. Oh. Ooh.
Oof! Oh!
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Direct and brutal impact. Smash!
I mentioned it in my re-simulation of WrestlePalooza video. But this was kind of like a good butterfly effect,
Momentum isn't completely out of Naomi's side
where
just yet.
Good chance for Naomi to regain her composure.
What a reversal. Naomi put a stop to that.
if Naomi
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
wouldn't have gotten pregnant, we probably wouldn't have had that great match of Stephanie Vecchia versus Io Sky at WrestlePalooza. I mean, I didn't explain it like that, but
Accurate roundhouse.
I kind of explained it where
First.
I'm glad that
Naomi is just begging for a fight.
Io versus Stephanie didn't happen at Clash in Paris for the title.
Trying to end this match here and now. And the referee stops the count before two.
Still fighting to keep in this thing. Able to steer clear of danger there.
Setting up for something here.
Because honestly, if WrestlePalooza did not have that match, it probably would have been one of
She's an easy target now.
it probably would have been an overall bad show.
Delivers the cross body.
Oh, the pinning combination.
Might need to change up the pinning technique here.
Cover. Oh, come on. Blatantly steal this one. She's still in this one. Full Nelson cinched it. Sit out. Slam.
Stephanie with a cause for concern.
1, 2, 3.
She picked up the victory. Picked up the victory. Here is your winner, Naomi.
What's the triple threat? Alright, China defeats Becky Lynch, Lita defeats Maxine Dupree, Ivy Nile defeats Kiana James, Sol Ruka defeats Liv Morgan.
In-ring IQ will be tested in this
Bianca Belair and Blake Monroe are trying to get into the Women's Championship Chamber match, while AJ Lee doesn't have to earn her way into the match because she already has a match at WrestleMania.
The crazy in people.
Practice our amateur dentistry.
Uh-oh.
Right into the ring post. What impact.
Crushing
In fact,
the
Blake
stomach
Monroe,
with
I believe, was in the final 2 in the Royal Rumble.
And in a no disqualification
Because the
match,
final 3 were Blake Monroe, Liv Morgan, and AJ Lee.
or kendo stick.
Yeah, but if you are, that might just get the blood pumping. Might just get you fired up to start dishing out
So Blake Monroe kind of wants revenge.
competition.
So realistically, if Blake Monroe wins the chamber match for the WWE Women's Championship, we could get AJ Lee versus Blake Monroe one-on-one
Connects with the
at
headbutt.
WrestleMania. And the rain is coming down.
Point of the knee used to great effect. Lee laying down the gauntlet for her opponent.
Does she think she's in a pose-off or something? This is a wrestling match. Back into the ring she comes.
Clobbered with a forearm.
Whacked with a clubbing hit.
Textbook fall-away slam.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
With that suplex.
Now shoulders down.
Here we go. Clearly, she's still got a lot of fight left in her.
You know, we also have to think about the possibility of
And after that shot to the knee, what could be
someone
next?
pinning
The cover, but
AJ Lee in this match.
she kicks out with authority after two.
If she keeps the pressure on, the next one might do it. Shining wizard.
Like, what do we do if AJ gets pinned?
There's two, and a kick out.
Unbelievable.
Win at any cost.
Does she still make her way to WrestleMania, or do we find a way to...
Submission attempt coming. Monroe might not get out of this one.
She's able to break the hold.
I mean, to be fair, we don't even know who she's going to be facing.
Ascending to the top rope. Perched up top.
Oh.
She's headed out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. Neckbreaker. She's going under the ring now. Now it's Lee. Shoulders down to secure the win. Puts an end to the pin attempt there. Oh, what a roundhouse kick. Looking for the victory. And she breaks the count.
I don't think anyone expected her to kick out that fast.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
Putting out the kendo stick. And I'm already wrenching, man.
Avoided any damage there.
Neckbreaker.
You know, I feel like
Bad position for Belair.
if either one of these two pins AJ Lee, they should get an automatic spot in the chamber. No matter where they're ranked.
Has a weapon, but is wasting time. And back into the ring she goes.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Slam slam.
AJ is looking sluggish. Things. Bianca, she's going for it. She's going for it. Oh, here we go.
KOD.
Lee is done.
Covers, wasting no time.
This could be it.
Blake Monroe, you take too much time to prepare that headbutt.
Oh my God, right over the top and hit hard.
Oh, a moonsault.
She gets out of that.
Fed's press takes him down.
War is being waged here, and no one is willing to surrender.
These superstars willing this battle on with everything they've got. Able to fight out with a punch to the face.
Reorientating them in the corner here.
Good God, we're forced.
This pin could put Monroe away for good. Stop the pin.
That was
Prevent this match
so
from ending.
close.
And scene.
Skull-crushing finale.
With that side wall slam.
Back into the ring here.
Front face lock applied into a vertical suplex.
This match has been pretty fun so far.
Here's the cover. Is it enough? Oh,
Wait, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes.
That will rock you.
and Blake now in a challenging position.
The end for Monroe can be soon if she does not show more resistance here.
Returning to the ring now. Fighting back with everything she has. Kick to the gut. Sliced bread. And Belair taking a look under the apron.
Up across the shoulders, torture rack.
Yeah.
Down face first.
Might have her shoulders down. And she just broken up that pin.
She got sent right into that corner.
And Bianca turning around.
And that did not go well for Blake Monroe.
Wait, is she? Yep, looking for the submission. Black Widow locked in tight. Bianca Belair, I think she's going to tap out. This is not going to be good.
It looks like the EST's beginning to fade, Cole.
She decides to just let go, but why let
And
go of
Bianca still has
submission?
resiliency.
A tremendous pinning combination.
1, 2.
And she wins.
I was not expecting that. All right, Blake Monroe's getting a spot in the chamber. I don't care.
As all three competitors after an amazing triple threat match.
A win like this sends a message. Send 2
That
superstars,
was
send
awesome.
3, send 4 hex.
All right, Kabuki Warriors defeated Rio, and Judgment Day defeats Bliss and Flair. Gosh dang it, why does Nikki Cross only compete when there's a title match on the show? Well, at least he won. Alright, Jade Cargill defeated Trish Stratus, Alundra Blaze defeated the Captain, Red and Nikita Lyons, Josie Jane defeated Wendy Chu, Nikki Cross defeated Michelle McCool, Tatum Paxley defeated Zoe Stark, Justine defeated Psycho Sally in a promo. And then we got Jordan Grace versus Julia, where the winner will walk into Elimination Chamber as the champion.
There's the bell, and this championship match is underway.
Oh, yeah. And this championship has been highly contested, but only one.
That's the clothesline. And a schoolboy attempted.
Still way too fresh.
Locking up.
And look at this, able to get the wrist lock control.
Tossed with the arm drag.
Snapped over by the quick suplex.
What a throw of the much larger opponent.
Oh, bottle of 3 big elbows.
And the champ now having to deal with the relentless strikes from a motivated challenger. Fisherman's Buster. Oh, kick right to the back. Gray's
Have these two ever fought one-on-one in NXT?
Grace's perseverance getting tested.
Struggling to get back up, and she's not gonna like what happens once she does.
She finally manages to land some offense.
The U-turn Jordan needed in this match could have been that right there.
And an inverted atomic drop.
Okay, yes, they have.
Man, what a slam.
Okay, yeah, they fought in a number 1 contenders match.
Clothesline. After clothesline. After clothesline. After clothesline.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Flat out
Hoisted up.
power. Power bomb. And then bang. Knee right to the face. She had that scouted.
Uncorks a thunderous.
And according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, it earned
Each one
4 1/4 stars.
Saw it coming.
The cheers are the only thing that keeping these two fighters going.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Oh, man.
Oh, stomping away.
All right, Jordan Grace has a finisher.
Has to find a way out of there.
And Grace falls to a counter. Prying their opponent's arm out. Carefully measured double stop.
Mounting a downed opponent. Look at them go. Over and over and over again. And a slap for the exclamation point. That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
Face first, not a good way to land, dog.
Oh, my God, to the spine.
That'll make your legs go numb. Julia into the hammer lock. Hoisted way up. And the
Glorious driver, baby. Oh, yes.
1, 2, and a kick out. If Julia can hit her finishers, this could be it.
How did she manage to break that pin?
She could be one of the only people to win both world titles on, and will end this universe with 1, 2, 3. And Julia is heading into the Elimination Chamber to defend the Women's World Championship.
WWE Women's World Champion, Julia. She won the title. She's the champ.
We really are looking at a new
See, this is what I love about having title matches on weekly episodes. You could see the most unexpected title changes. Yeah, Blake Monroe is currently in the top 5, but it'll technically be the top 6 minus AJ Lee heading to the chamber. Alright, let's get some Evolve Championship representation going. Alright, Judgment Day defeats Bliss and Flair. Rio defeats Kabuki Warriors. Ivy Nile defeats Daria, and Lita defeats Bianca Belair.
And it's Stacy Keibler here, set for competition.
Stacy Keibler, no doubt looking to get a leg up on the competition tonight.
All joking aside, Stacy's never been
Let's see, the only divisions I haven't focused on yet are the Reina de Reina Championship Division, the Women's Tag Team Championship Division, and the Women's World Tag Team Championship Division.
And found a way to turn the tables, holding on to a wrist lock. Gets out and goes on the offensive with a hammerlock.
But I'll try my best to get to those divisions this episode.
Makes a move and now locks in the arm.
I try to feature every division each episode.
And smoothly transitions into the hammerlock.
It's just that we don't get
And locking on the
like random tag team title matches on Raw and SmackDown, which is
a bit of the sweet
pretty unrealistic because that's pretty much the only time they defend those titles on Raw and SmackDown.
letting everyone know she's not going down like that.
doing the trick this time around.
And that's Monroe's intensity starting to ratchet up.
And I think, yep, the blood.
One step ahead. Handspring head scissors takes him down. Any move from the top like that is nearly catastrophic.
But yeah, Blake Monroe has definitely earned a shot to get into the chamber because she defeated AJ Lee,
Got out of the way of that one.
Running
who is the
clothesline.
Royal Rumble winner. And we already saw Julia earn her way into the chamber by winning the title.
Finds a counter for Stacy.
Well, for the Raw brand.
Foregoing any finesse now, instead choosing to trade these heavy shots.
No one is holding back here. Going all out.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Somehow still standing. Somehow still punching away.
Oof.
Ooh, both superstars just unloading, putting it all on the line.
Right by that blow.
Arm wrench. Oh, blocks the punch. Oh,
Knee to the face. What impact.
We're about to see the glamour shot DDT.
underhook into a DDT.
That can finish Keebler.
1, 2, 3. He couldn't reach her long legs to the ropes to get a rope break.
Here is your winner, Blake
Alright. China defeated Becky Lynch, and Tiffany Stratton defeated Liv Morgan. Yeah, I don't know how many more opportunities I'll have to showcase the women's tag team division on Raw, so let's watch Justine versus Geneva Rose. Alright, Eve Torres defeated Tatum Paxley, the captain defeated Alundra Blaze, while Krangire Ilka and Red. Fatal Influence defeated the Hex Sisters, Julia defeated Flammer, Bailey and Lyra defeated the Baddies, and now we got
talking trash. Referee knocked down.
Oh, it was clearly
that's on the ref, he got in the
We're
way.
all concerned about the health of the referee.
Nicole, I don't believe the superstar did it intentionally.
This could get dangerous, the ref being knocked out. There's no one to stop these two from obliterating each other.
Well, you're absolutely right. Anything can happen in the ring now. There's no telling what will.
The bell rings coming right off the heels of some underhanded tactics.
Talk about hitting the ground running, whatever it takes to start things off with the advantage.
Oh!
Time clothesline, man.
Geneva now trying to capitalize. Oh, look at this. Out to the apron.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me? A back suplex right onto the apron.
That was worse than being hit by a cinder block.
Headlock. This fight now making its way over to our announce desk.
This is my cue
But
to
I
step
am
aside, but
honestly
you should definitely stay here
shocked
and hold
that
down the fort.
Psycho Sally
Carefully placed stomp
and
to the
Geneva
arm.
Rose defeated Bailey and Lyra to win the women's tag team titles. Like, they were champions for 222 days. I thought they were going to hold it for the entire season.
No surprise there. She's still pretty fresh.
Wait a minute.
Just stretching out the arm. And that damage to the shoulder could be an ongoing factor now. It might limit range of motion in the entire arm. Just pounding away.
I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Countering that offense.
Elbow to the leg, and look at this, just attacking the knee.
Right to the knee.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes.
Bam!
Oh, just stomping right there to the gut.
That puts a stop to Rose.
That did not end well.
A tough spot here for Justine. Submission hold coming.
A stump puller.
The pressure only building.
That escape is simple but effective. Ooh, the torque on that suplex.
What's Geneva thinking here?
Flying. Completely missed the mark there. Boom. What a shot. Debilitating attack on the leg. Clearly had a strategy going on there with the attention on the leg.
Quick thinking, get her out of that one.
Both arms captured, and vitriolic stomps. Oh, just in case the first few didn't hurt, there's another.
Slipping out of the way there.
Oh, to the back of the neck. What a lariat. She's got to feel her opponent staring daggers at her here.
Justine, what are you doing?
Hard punch. Crack your knuckles. We've got a Donnybrook here. No end in sight to this exchange.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out. Ooh.
Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Ooh. This here we go. Good stuff.
Oh my, that'll rock you.
Got them with a cutter.
I think they've made it obvious that this is
One,
far from over.
2, 3. Will this get Justine and LJ a shot at the titles at Elimination Chamber?
Here's your winner,
We'll find out. And Natalia defeated Murray. Why is AJ Lee getting a shot now? Is this broken in universe mode or what? No, not rivalries. Championships. Edit division. He's not even the number one contender. I mean, we'll watch it. Alright, Buonacano defeats Lita, Blake Monroe defeats China, Bianca Belair defeats Stacey Keebler and Odette Beaumont, Chelsea Green defeats Liv Morgan, Sol Ruka defeats Ivy Nile, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair defeat the Judgment Day. Hold on. We'll keep the title on the line. But I'm taking CM Punk away from ringside.
The winner of this match walks out of here a champion. That should light a serious fire under these competitors.
This is the kind of match you can't take for granted. These shots, they don't come around every day, so it's on you to seize the moment and snatch that title out of the hands of the competition. This should be a good one.
Knee bone right to the dome. And another blow out the
You know,
blue
since
here.
AJ is getting a title shot now, if she loses, does that mean she loses her title opportunity? Because John Cena cashed his opportunity in early, and he originally wasn't going to get a title shot
To lock in a top result.
at WrestleMania.
Getting out and now locking in the side headlock. Oh, with the suplex.
Uncorks it, uppercut.
And she is stalking her opponent.
I'm not sure if there's any other instances where a Rumble winner cashes in their opportunity early, only to lose their opportunity.
Oh, from the rope.
I'm gonna look it up. How many
Something big here.
Royal Rumble winners
The challenger really taking it on the chin here.
A ferocious Becky coming out here now, man. Every counter
cashed in their opportunity early?
And Lynch gets stonewalled. On a stop.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything about
That can displace an entire
people using their opportunities early.
rising to her feet, but basically a sitting duck.
Ew.
Him in the corner here.
I don't have much history to go off of.
Over and over. The champion imposing their will with
And so here's
total
what I'm
disregard.
thinking. If AJ Lee loses, she's going to have to earn her way
Body slam.
into
Incredibly
a
savvy move
title
by the
shot
pin.
at WrestleMania. 1, 2, 3.
The champion retains.
Alright, like, if she can beat whoever walks out of the Elimination Chamber as champion,
The WWE Women's Champion.
she can have a way to get into the title match. Hey, AJ's allegedly getting another title shot. Okay. The women's U.S. title is on the line inside the chamber. You know, I'm going to keep this chamber match the same, but I'm going to add another one. Well, I'm actually going to add 2 more. 1 for each world title. And I will be right back with that. Alright, so here is the finalized show. So we have Julia defending against Naomi, Stephanie Vaquer, Victoria, Trish Stratus, and Flammer. Natalia versus Wendy Chu for the Reina de Reinas Championship. TBD versus Justine and LJ. I had to add a match to the card because uh, Tiffany Stratton is now in the other chamber match. So we have Sensational Sherry, who is the #1 contender for the Evolve Championship, taking on Stacy Keibler. Yep, here we go. Becky Lynch defends against Tiffany Stratton, Chyna, Bull Nakano, Blake Monroe, and Bianca Belair. Judgment Day, they were set to face the Kabuki Warriors in a non-title match. But since they're on the show and they're competing, they should defend the titles. AJ Lee will face Lita, and if AJ can win this, I will put her in a title match at WrestleMania. I think that's fair. Eve Torres takes on Kaden Patrick for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and then the chamber match for the U.S. title. But we will be watching this chamber match. Naomi is once again the Women's World Champion. Natalya retains. Same with TBD. Stacy Keibler also retains. And now we have the Women's Chamber match. Crap, I forgot to turn on entrances.
The classic WWE Women's Championship is on the line here in this Elimination Chamber matchup. There is nowhere to hide, especially with Tiffany Stratton and Becky Lynch, as they are trapped in these confines with...
Oh, now she's looking to apply the pressure with this submission maneuver. And now latching on. Not a position you want to be in. Needs to break this submission somehow.
Easier said than done. Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there. Chop.
Alright, so when it comes to AJ Lee potentially getting a title shot, because she cashed in her opportunity early and she failed.
All tied up. This is unique offense and painful as well.
Here's what's going to happen.
Spin kick to the midsection.
I do plan on giving Becky Lynch a rematch if she loses in the chamber.
Tiffany finds the advantage.
So if she loses the title here and AJ wins her match, then it will be a triple threat between Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, and whoever wins the chamber.
Work hard to eliminate certain opponents as soon as possible. Maybe form a temporary alliance to get an upper hand. Do whatever you can to make the numbers game work in your favor, even when it's every superstar for themselves.
After leg drop. And she reversed it. Slam. And Becky's confidence looked rocked after that.
Because I don't want to just give out title shots to the Rumble winner just because
She's in a bad way.
she cashed in her opportunity early. You know, realistically, we could have avoided this whole situation if I would have just taken AJ out of that match and had an open challenge for Becky Lynch.
Sent out of the ring. She could do it here. The challenger wriggles out in one.
Somehow she kicked out before the two evades the attack.
I kind of like that the podium is outside of the chamber as well.
The champion with his shoulder up before two.
She knows this match is not even close to being over. Not if she's got anything to say about it.
Here, let's get right there.
Look at this. This can't be good. From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash.
prepare for a commercial airliner to come crashing down on you like that.
Impressive vertical suplex.
Laying out with a power slam. And into the count.
One.
And she's
Nope,
knocked
just a
down
kick
again.
out at one.
This match has been going for a little while, and that's all adding up. Oh, that back suplex.
Back to Stratton. Here comes that rolling fireman's carry. A rolling fireman's carry.
Tiffany with the...
You know, I really hope Jordan Grace gets a shot at her at the Women's World Title again.
And the champ gets 3 and 1.
Her iron will on display for the world to see.
Because she hasn't even gotten a rematch.
Nice takedown by Becky, looking for the armbar. This could end it all. It is cinched in deep.
Viciously going after the arm. No mercy. And will she? As she finds a way out of the submission.
Forcefully sent into the corner of the ring. Lynch looking to put this one to bed.
Manhandle slam.
Oh, we could see Chyna's getting eliminated here.
Championship retained.
The cover.
1, 2, 3. Alright, and I do want to clarify. I'm not trying to single out AJ Lee for any reason. I would actually argue that I would do that no matter who won the Rumble and if they cashed in their title shot early.
Clearly still very much in this fight.
Heck, if Nikki Cross would have won the Rumble, I would have done the same thing.
Oh, what a quick answer.
But unfortunately, she wasn't in the Rumble.
Control and going for the win here.
She fights her shoulder up before 1.
Late in the match, but somehow has the incomparable power to kick out before the 1 count.
She covers for the pin. She still fights out in 1.
Showing off her power, her stamina, still going strong.
I just find it stupid how the game makes them
Is out of the pod and
get their opportunity early.
off from the rope.
Our power.
Axe handle from the middle rope.
Totally helpless at the moment.
Scooped up for a slam.
Pulled back into the hip toss.
She's launched out of the ring.
Boom, right to the midsection.
Alright, so Bull Nakano has 2 finishers. And Bianca's taking one for sure.
Can we have a new
I was not expecting that fast of an elimination.
Superstars to go, guys. It's still anyone's game right now. That's what the Elimination Chamber is.
And she lets
What's
go
up
of
with
the
these long intervals?
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that.
Oh my god, Becky's taking a finisher. 1, 2, 3.
And look out here, Bull trying to lock it in. Has the arm trap locked in tight with the submission hold.
Has it trapped.
pressure is on, but it looks like Stratton is breaking out.
And this is it. Time for Blake Monroe to get her hands
So we are down to our final 3. Blake Monroe, Tiffany Stratton, and Bull Nakano.
Placed against the turnbuckles. And that canceled out Monroe's offense.
These two reaching a standstill
accidentally hit my mic. Or at least the shock mound part of my mic.
Still only got one.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
Oh, she was ready with the counter.
Oh, nasty headbutt.
But it'd be smarter if the odd person out just stays out of it while the other two work on each other.
Right to the kidneys from behind. Side Russian leg sweep, takedown, and rapid fire rights over and over.
Manages to reverse it.
Pulled back. Can she do it here?
1, 2, and a kick out.
Fumes in there. The gas is running out.
And that canceled out Monroe's offense.
Pair of right hands to the face.
Well, shifts that to her favor. And following it up with a leg drop.
And scene.
Skull-crushing finale.
You know, they could realistically try to pin Tiffany Stratton.
And into the cover.
Okay, now they go for it.
She pops the shoulder up and one.
This battle rages on.
You gave her too much time to recover.
Lands face first.
PK on point. She's fighting to get back up, but I don't think that fight's about to matter.
Fights out of it with the elbow to the gut.
Big shot to the jejunum. Catching Monroe off guard.
Into a sidewalk slam. Placing her against the turnbuckle. Boom. That puts her on the offensive. A rolling fireman's carry.
Oh, man.
She got the shoulders down.
Blake, why did you have to chop her to
Kick out.
just go for the cover?
She may not have too much left, but she at least had enough to kick out there.
And now here's the Nakano.
Glamour shot DDT.
This may be the challenger's moment.
And listen to this
Why didn't
place.
you just pin her to take out her resiliency? Not her.
Cover. Shoulder up, shoulder up.
Holding on. What is it going to take? How much longer can this go on?
Jaw-shattering boot.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, what a move. Russian leg sweep. Steps out to one of the most treacherous sections of the chamber, sliding back into the ring.
Being set up in the...
Tiffany Stratton, she's setting her opponent up. She's gonna go down.
What a move by Stratton. We might see a new
1,
champion crowned.
2, 3. She didn't even use resiliency.
Just made it down to the last two.
You're now down to Tiffany Stratton and Blake Monroe.
Submission move. Fujiwara bar. Wrenching in the submission even tighter.
Rolls through, clever escape and a knee.
You know, if Blake Monroe wins, then I for sure want AJ Lee to win her match against Lita.
The stomp to the gut with
Because they
full
have
force.
history.
Drop kick to the face. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
submission breaks her free.
Oh, no. Dangerous maneuver there. And Blake now in a challenging position.
Oh
Deep
no.
in, and Blake might be getting close to hitting the panic button. Check out this power in the corner. Driven down, shoulder down.
Could this be it?
1, 2, 3.
We got a new champion. Unbelievable.
All right. So far, we know the Mania match is going to be Tiffany Stratton versus Becky Lynch.
Women's champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Could we see could we see AJ Lee join in? Judgment Day retains? It is official. AJ Lee, Becky Lynch, Tiffany Stratton, triple threat match at WrestleMania. Tatum Paxley retains, and Ivy Nile retains inside the Elimination Chamber. Right, oh, of course. Why can't the title shot ever be for Nikki Cross? Alright, fine. And Michelle McCool defeats Nikki Cross. Alright, Bailey defeats Justine. Trish Stratus defeats Jade Cargill and Julia. Tatum Paxley. Oh no, I'm sorry. Eve Torres defeats Tatum Paxley, Thea Hale, and Kalani Jordan. Alundra Blaze defeats the new Women's World Champion Naomi. Nation defeats Fallon Henley. Michelle McCool defeats Nikki Cross. And the Reina's Championship is on the line.
The ref signaling the start of this championship contest here tonight.
There's always a heightened level of competition when a
Oh, get ready. She knows exactly what she's doing with this submission hold.
Oof, an absolutely Herculean feat of power and strength.
She's fighting desperately. Hip tosses her way out of the hole.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness. And if the first stop doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely will.
Picked up and being carried around there.
Alright, so Red is a former Evolve Women's Champion.
And she's looking intent on delivering
So we could end up with her being one of the others to win a title across both Raw and SmackDown.
from the heavens. What a clothesline. The champ looking to retain.
One, and a kick out at one.
Yeah, this match not over yet. Still plenty left to go here.
Point of the elbow to the nose.
And she's had enough of that. Rolls out to maybe rethink her strategy.
Oh, the challenger taking some minor damage.
Smart offense delivered by Natalya.
Alright, so Red does have a finisher.
Natalya in a position of power.
Don't know how helpful that will be at the moment, but we're gonna figure it out eventually.
Ducks out of harm's way.
She's getting back into the ring under the ropes.
Some mental.
Oh, and that's what she gets for taking her eyes off her opponent.
Clothesline in the corner. And she had Natalya's number there. Able to turn the tides in her favor here.
That could be the shift she was looking for.
Knee right in the moneymaker.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Here's the pin.
1, 2, and a kick out.
The champion kicked out.
No, we ain't seeing a new champ. Not yet, not now.
And that result leaves everyone shocked. But will the shoulder come up if that
Don't
move
forget,
gets
we
one
will be
more time?
watching a match on both nights of WrestleMania.
That dodge kick by Natalya. Natalya is thinking she can close this one out.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied.
All the pressure, and she's able to reach the ropes. Could be thinking of high-risk offense here.
Taking flight. Body splash.
And that could probably end the match right
Slowly
there.
picking herself up, but she could be seconds from disaster.
Oh, jarring back elbow.
Scoop down.
Wants to finish this. Blistering shoulder block.
Oh, Red has signature. He could end this.
She evades the attack.
Oh no, it got reversed.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Natalya turns the tables. Oh, no. Oh, look at him.
As that knee is twist covered for the title.
1, 2, and a kick out.
She mustered everything she had to
I mean, if she
kick
can
out
hit the
there.
signature, then she could end the match.
Now by nature. The champion into the pin.
1, 2, and 3.
Natalya wins in impressive fashion.
Natalya is still the
and
champ.
retains her title.
Here is your winner, and still
And Natalya has been on a roll as champion. And why can't we get like a one-on-one match in the tag team division? All right. Now let's go Blake Monroe versus AJ Lee. So the Rumble winner has her shot reinstated.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. She's beauty, she's grace, and she will punch you in the face. Let's all take a
Well,
moment
let's
to
make this
behold the
interesting.
glamour that is
If Blake
Monroe.
Monroe wins, I am going to make it a fatal four-way.
She's an
Because these two do have
absolutely
history
human
with
being
each
on the
other.
inside. That's the real Blake
Especially
Monroe. Signs
because of the end of the
we see
Royal Rumble
whenever
match.
she competes.
But in terms of competitors who've still got it,
And Blake
there's
Monroe
only
did
a
pin
select
her
few
to
who've
get into
managed
the
to have it
chamber
on
match.
the level of AJ Lee. AJ may have been out of the game for a decade, but as soon as her music hits and the crowd starts chanting her name, you'd never even know it.
Yeah, that current star
So
power that
realistically,
AJ
this
Lee brings
could
to the table,
end
she really is one of one, and boy, is she enjoying
with it being
reminding
a fatal
everyone of that
four-way,
fact.
Propped up
which
in
is
the corner now.
Now lifted onto the top turnbuckle.
the farthest I'm willing to go.
Check this out.
Head cover.
Shoulders are down.
Fending off a 2 count there.
Honestly, at this point in the match, that was still something of a quick kick out.
Lee couldn't find a way out of that maneuver.
Mounting a downed opponent, and look at them go. Over and over and over again.
Mounting him and just punching it away. A big slap, putting an end to the onslaught she was facing.
And she's clearly had enough and is now giving back as good as she was getting. Big clothesline.
AJ being taken head on now.
Lee needs to be resourceful. Find a moment to strike.
And Blake Monroe has almost had a signature.
A quick reversal from her. And that could be a first step toward AJ gaining control.
She's showing some signs of life here. All measured up. Drop kick to the back.
But no, she doesn't have a signature anymore, and AJ does have a finisher.
Nice counter from Monroe. Ow! She's got her pin.
1,
She breaks
2,
the count
nope,
quick.
just a 1.
She likely knew that wasn't enough. She's just keeping the pressure on. And a slap for the exclamation point.
And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind.
Just stretching the knee here.
Wrestling 101. If you can't stand, you can't fight. Fez press takes him down.
Just going all out with every blow. And he just hammering away with the rights.
Relentless shots. It's getting ugly, man. Boom!
And nothing could have saved Monroe from that attack.
AJ came looking for a fight and is delivering one now.
Being hobbled like that, something to keep an eye on.
This could do it.
From the middle rope.
He reverses. If he can hit this signature, he'll be in a good spot.
Here she goes. AJ applying the submission here.
This could result in a tap out. I don't know how much longer she can hold on here. There it is. She's tapping.
Blake Monroe does not earn her way into the match.
Here is your winner.
Now it is stopping at a triple threat.
And Lee gets the win and the bragging rights.
Alright, yeah, Bonacano defeated Brie Bella, AJ Lee defeated Blake Monroe, China defeated Stacy Keibler, Kelly defeated Kiana James, Judgment Day defeated Bliss and Flair, Ivy Now defeated Sol Ruka, Chelsea Crane defeated Kendall Gray, Becky Lynch defeated Bianca Belair, and Liv Morgan defeats Tiffany Stratton in a promo. Okay, hold on, I gotta take care of something really quick. Alright, I just needed to take care of something because my mom asked. Alright, let's... Let's watch this match. Justine versus Lyra Valkyria. Alright, Eve Torres defeated Michelle McCool. Alundra Blaze defeated Nikita Lyons. Psycho Sally and Geneva Rose defeated the Hex Sisters. Josie Jane defeats Natalia. Fallon Henley defeats Meekin. Victoria and the Captain defeated Fatal Influence.
We gonna see a show of sportsmanship here?
I wouldn't bank on it, Cole. Oh, that's what you get. Good luck, referee, in this one. You've got your work cut out for you.
This is gonna be wild. They should have known better than to take the bait.
There is a total lack of respect between these two.
And it looks like no love lost between these competitors based on that display we just saw.
You have to think this match is more about
Hoping to end it here.
Yeah, I find it funny how
A little
we
sleep
have
here, shoulder up.
And she really took
these
her
two
time
teams
getting out of that one.
feuding, and then the baddies
Both arms
and
captured and
I
vitriolic
think Fatal
stops.
Influence are feuding,
Ripping holes and breaking foes.
and
but
she
yet
narrowly escapes that maneuver.
none of those teams are the tag team
Moving into the
champions.
result. Makes the move to get out of a compromising position.
Oh my goodness, what an impactful STO.
She's reeling, slowly getting up.
Ooh, the forearm connects. I think Lyra Valkyria's face took the brunt of that shot. Brutality. You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win.
Watch your hands there.
It's been ages since the end of the epic Monday Night War.
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me.
Betting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize. And now thrown back into the ring. Lyra shoulders her down. This one's for the win. She gets the shoulder up.
There it is. That
And so if
fighting
Justin
spirit.
can hit this
Do
finisher, she
whatever
can
you
win the
can
match.
to power Bulgaria with a big clothesline. Another big clothesline by Bulgaria. Big calf kick by Lyra Valkyria.
You hear the talk in the locker room, the anything you can do, I can do better mentality that's been building between these competitors.
I've noticed just how much they've been trying to one-up each other as of late, and I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Strike after strike after strike. A couple of kicks to the leg. Arm drag, takedown. She's got her pin. This might be the
I think it's going to take more than that, Lyra.
Got it. No, just a two.
And a kick out at
This
two.
match is gonna come down to who wants it more. That kick out, that was her saying she wants it more, man.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
And now the shoulders down.
This might be it.
1, 2, and 3. Oh no.
She just kicked out.
She's built different.
That was one of the closest
They don't need to
pinfalls
like her, man.
I've seen in this game.
Lyra, a step ahead there.
What was that, Lyra?
She gets put in the corner. Flat out power into the scoop
And she has a
slam.
signature and a finisher.
The DDT.
This could be
I thought she was going to go for the Justine Jammer. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Able to get the shoulder up, but that was a long 2 count. Bare knuckles to the face there.
Sharp jab. Series of strikes to the back. That's just a beatdown.
What is he going for here?
measuring their opponent, little gut wrench into the Yokosuka cutter. Now with the cover.
1, 2, and 3.
And a
Justine defeats Lyra Valkyria.
Here is your winner, Justine.
So we go over to SmackDown. Yeah, Women's US title on the line. Wait, do we not have anything for the women's tag team division this week? I mean, there's Asuka. Look, we've already seen the women's US title this episode. In fact, we've seen it more often. Oh, not more often than any other title, but quite often. Usually, title matches take priority. But in this case, we're just gonna let it go.
The sound of the bell means we're official, ladies and gentlemen. Competing in the ring is Asuka.
It's been said nobody is ready for Asuka, and I think that will ring true here tonight. Asuka is a ferocious competitor who is just absolutely relentless inside the ring and has a totally unique, hard-hitting style you cannot properly prepare for. If Asuka sets her sights on you, then you are in serious trouble.
You said it. Countless times we've seen Asuka catch her opponents totally off guard with her flashy and devastating attacks.
But smoldering across the ring is Bull Nakano, full of rage, intensity, and that desire to crush her opponents. Bull Nakano, man, she from the top.
And imagine if Asuka defeats a former WWE Women's Champion in this universe mode.
Really grinding the opposition down. Crushing impact on the neck.
One
She kicks out at
and a
one.
kick out.
Starting to see the tolls of this match add up. Rearranging the face with a stomp.
She wants to take this thing to the outside.
Finishing it off with one more.
You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that.
Is she going to make this? No, she does not.
Go as Asuka designed. Boom. Boom. Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside.
Just got thrown around like a sack of do you know what?
And now she delivers her back into the ring.
I mean, Bull Nakano has a finisher. Asuka's almost to a signature.
She's got her locked in her sights. Could we be nearing the end?
She countered that into her own offense.
In the corner now, she doesn't want to stay there.
Textbook scoop slam.
Going for a pin attempt.
Kick out at one.
She is not going down just yet. She wants to keep fighting. Escape just in time.
What a lariat. They've been pushing each other for weeks now, and I can't believe it's reached this point.
Yeah, Cole, when a feud gets this intense, it's hard to come back from it. This is something they'll carry for years.
Powered up, but dropping behind. Cranking the neck. Inverted DDT.
But I wonder if there's anyone that has been undefeated in this universe mode.
Hit from Asuka. Pin. She can
I mean, I doubt it, but
No, kicks out.
She's able to fight off the so.
Like, I'm honestly curious about the best win-loss record, and even the worst one.
Punch.
Pulled back into the hip toss.
Mo climbs. What's on her mind?
From the top.
Asuka's eyes look glazed over.
And into the cover.
Two, and up just a one.
Able to kick out before a 2 count. How are they still going like this?
Being placed in the corner here. Asuka looks to capitalize after the reversal.
Hooked up. Great power.
Inverted suplex.
Excuse me.
Scoop slam.
Take off. Code breaker from the middle rope. After an attack like that, I think it bears
One,
no one
two, and a kick out. If Asuka can get the Asuka lock blocked in,
This one somehow.
then
Asuka has her in her grasp.
she could win this.
Armbar locked in. Oh, look at this.
Or
submission. The arm is
this.
locked in. This is sending a painful message. She's
Alright, Asuka won.
about to do the honors, but not so fast. Look at that.
Oh, a cheap shot attack at 2 warriors who are spent in that ring after that match.
I don't know why Lita went after Asuka as well.
Like taking candy
Asuka's
from
in
a
the
baby.
tag division, so it was unnecessary. Yeah, Asuka defeated Bull Nakano. Let's simulate all matches. Liv Morgan defeated Moreno. Holly Holly defeated Lola Vice. Zarya defeated Kelly Kelly. Becky Lynch defeated Chyna and AJ Lee. Blake Monroe defeated Stacy Keibler. Maxine Dupree defeated Sensational Sherry. Bianca Belair defeated Odette Beaumont. And Ivy Nile is still the Women's United States Champion. Alright, Nikki Cross does have a match. And we have 2 Raws and 2 SmackDowns before Mania, I think. Yes. But tag team matches are kind of unpredictable. Alright, hold on. So, yeah, let's watch this match.
Getting underway here with Bayley.
And not even her staunchest critics can deny Bayley's influence on and contributions to this sport. The role model isn't just a moniker for Bayley, it's very much who this woman is, and then some.
Yeah, Bayley's already racked up a Hall of Fame career, already proven herself as one of the greats in this industry, and yet she's still hungry for more. Well, the home Corey must be
Like I mentioned earlier, I'm filming this before WrestleMania. But I really hope that Bayley and Lyra become tag team champions.
She's got the shoulders down. Lifts the shoulder up.
Got the 1 count, but that's it.
Incredible springboard right there.
Oh. Many birds just flew by my window.
Saw it coming.
Stone cold with a clothesline.
Oh, she fights Justine back. Oh, she puts the brakes on that.
She's taking things to ringside.
Looking to take the legs out. We know that taking out the legs is one of the most effective strategies in any match.
Boom. And she manages to avoid that bit of offense.
Good night. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind.
Right into the chest.
These attacks taking their toll on her a little.
This early in the match,
You
she's got
know,
nothing to worry about.
with the tag team champions not even being part of a feud, I wonder what they're doing at WrestleMania.
Oh, God, face first.
If
Are
she
they
got
going to
there,
be
that's it. She'll be
in like
coming
a
out.
multi-team match for
And now
the
gets tossed into
WWE
the
tag
ring.
titles?
And she manages to beat the count.
Double axe handle smash.
And Justine escapes danger. Taking a timeout, it seems she may be looking to recuperate.
Oh, look at that scope slam.
This could do it.
Flying.
Crossbody from the top.
Oh, and Justine turns the tables.
Sent hard into the corner.
The Gulag attack.
Great wherewithal to dodge there.
And that was an efficient display of offense with that maneuver.
Yeah, I'll also go over like who
Oh, no. Oh, stun
held
gun.
which
This beating
title
is
the
taking its
longest, who
toll
has
on
held the
her.
title the most.
Yeah, and you can see the intensity growing with Justine.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Psyching themselves up now.
Arm drag blocked here and rolls through tightly hooked pin.
She's quick to get her shoulder up.
Showing some signs of weakness. A pretty
Bailey, just be
effective
careful.
pin
She has the
attempt.
finisher.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
And we've just witnessed what it means exactly to have adrenaline in your soul.
Bailey has seen enough. And
All right, now Bailey has a signature. I
every strike
think
more
she's
devastating
pretty
than the
close to a
last.
finisher as well.
Recent
Yep,
weeks, they've
there.
really started
Oh, she
to
has two
test each
finishers
other's
now.
limits. I'm not sure just how far this rivalry will grow, but you can really start to feel the tension between them.
Drop those ready.
Launching. Crossbody from the top.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Locked
Why are
in.
you going for an armbar when you could just try to go for your
Oh,
finisher?
look at this. Armbar slipped underneath and able to counter.
And I also see a cut on the
Oh, they're
face
both
of
busted
Bailey.
open now.
Sent right into the corner. A reversal. Well scouted. Fireman's carry. Into a sidewalk slam. Bailey's gaining the upper hand.
Yeah, Justine is having trouble fighting back.
Nicely countered with a hard-hitting DDT.
Devastating elbow strike.
She's going up now. Going up high.
The role model perched on the top turnbuckle. Here it comes.
Some
And
well-timed
she
defense
misses
on
the
her
elbow
part.
drop.
Big back body drop.
What elevation. strong punch to the midsection.
And she has an answer for Justine.
Situating her
You know,
in
they
the
both
ring
have
corner right
finishers.
here.
Why aren't either of them going for them?
To the midsection. The role model has her shot lined up.
There we go.
She's gonna go for it. Bailey got all of her.
And shifting over for the
One,
cover.
2, 3.
Well, the winner here, that was a hard-fought victory. He's enjoying the applause from the WWE fans and now wants to be a good sport. And you have to love to see something like this.
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier to be a good sport if you've just won.
Come
And
on,
I like
Justine.
that response.
Of course you would. You're used to losing.
Alright, Nikita Lyons and Red defeated Fatal Influence. Jordan Grace defeated Trish Stratus. Natalia defeated Josie Jane. The Tag Team Champions defeated the Hex Sisters. Eve Torres defeated Zoe Stark. And the Captain and Victoria defeated Naomi and Nikki Cross. Let's go with. I know we saw this match in the last episode. Ivy Nile versus Molly Holly. Bull Nakano defeats Lita. Kabuki Warriors defeat Bliss and Flair.
Ivy Nile is prepared to get this match going.
Ivy Nile is the physical embodiment of a superstar. Pure muscle with 0% hesitation or doubt. When Nile gets in the ring, she is just executing with ruthless efficiency.
Now, each night of WrestleMania should have 9 matches, so that's 18 matches.
She goes for the quick pin.
But will all 86 stars make it onto the show?
And a kick out. Oh, turning the pin around.
I honestly have no idea.
And she gets a quick kick out.
She's not going to be put away so easily this early.
Takedown.
Beautiful gator roll.
Oh, man.
She's able to steer clear of that attack.
Look at that. You've solidified your name as a top athlete when you're able to pull off that move. And Nile is showing off her skills.
Holly has to gather the energy to turn the tables.
Managed to get out of harm's way.
Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring.
Unique pinning combination.
And bypasses the pinfall.
Still gonna take a lot more to keep them down for the count here.
Suplex.
Stalking now, burning holes in her opponent.
Bam. She flipped that attack around.
Ivy Nile, what are you doing?
Really needs to take this back to the ring
What are you
ASAP. The
doing?
referee's not playing around.
There we go.
Forearm to the jaw.
I feel like that just did nothing for you, Ivy.
Oh, Molly caught by the counter.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
Ivy Nile avoids that one.
Brought down.
Targeting the leg with that stomp.
Tendons and ligaments in the leg can be easily damaged by that.
Quick thinking from her to avoid that.
Getting back to her feet, but maybe only for a moment. Slammed with a purpose.
Oh, the high risk does not pay off.
Okay, Ivy has a signature,
Look at this series of forearms.
but she could also use that
That was a vicious
momentum
display.
to
You can
call
almost
in
see
for
the
help.
disdain in their eyes.
Well-placed kick.
Working the leg with that move.
Goes without saying, but a leg injury will hamper your ability to do just about anything. Clubbing blow to the back. Ivy Nile has to avoid that kind of offense if she wants to be in this.
Coquina clutch! Coquina clutch! Coquina clutch is in. Time to go night-night.
And just look at all this wrenching, the bend on the neck this is causing.
A vulnerable.
Corey, how the hell did he get out of the Coquina clutch?
I don't have an answer, but apparently she does. Boom.
Looking to render that arm useless. Stretching that shoulder.
That can prohibit any use of their shoulder going forward.
And now she has a finisher.
When you're a part of the blue brand, you know you have to bring it each and every time you step into the ring. Down with the vertical suplex.
So realistically, whoever can hit their finisher could win this
Ivy
match.
Nile laying down the gauntlet for her opponent.
Molly has taken a moment to soak it all in.
She gets bounced into the corner.
Gets out of dodge.
Not looking good. In this position.
Knocking the breath right out of the throat. Big scoop slam. Drops behind though. Oh, wait a minute. Inverted DDT delivered.
She's making the climb to the top rope.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Man, so many reversals. Now Ivy has had a signature and a finisher, and now she just has a finisher.
Rough landing on the scoop slam, dog.
Wants to finish this.
Up high.
Crash landing.
And she missed.
She manages to reverse it.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty.
And Ivy locked it in.
This hold is locked in tight. Applying the pressure now.
She's holding on for dear life at this point. We have a tap out.
And Ivy Nile defeats Molly Holly.
Here is your winner, Ivy Nile.
That is impressive. Daria defeats Kiana James. Becky Lynch defeats Blake Monroe. AJ Lee defeats Stacy Keibler. Bianca Belair defeats China. Judgment Day defeats the Irresistible Forces. And Liv Morgan wins another promo against Tiffany Stratton. Okay, fine. Uh, yeah, I guess we'll watch this one this time. Alright, Bailey defeats LJ. The Captain and Nikita Lyons defeat Fatal Influence. Selena Vega defeats Tatum Paxley. And then we have Fallon Henley versus BFAB.
Fallon Henley looking to get things going here.
There's always been a lot of spirit in Fallon Henley, and she's never been afraid to unleash it. She's been sending a clear message to everyone in the locker room that she will do whatever it takes to reach the top.
Ruthless and vindictive, Fallon Henley is just downright mean. While there seems to be a lot of outside influence for her, when Fallon is focused on the task at hand, she is absolutely fatal in the ring.
But despite what you may think, you cannot just look past B-Fab. This is someone who's only getting better every time we see her in the ring, slowly but surely becoming a genuine in-ring threat.
Yeah, B-Fab continues to impress as she progresses in the ring, and she might just
But yeah,
impress
it's
even more
almost
tonight.
WrestleMania, and I have no idea what this game
Drop
has in
kick!
store
Great
for a majority of the
athleticism. And
division.
B-Fab looking out of her element on that one.
Fallon Henley making an example of her opponent.
I don't wish we could make triple threat rivalry, so I
Fab
could
is
have
getting picked apart right now.
just set up,
Seeing some hellacious offense from
oh, excuse me,
Fallon Henley.
She goes for the cover.
Becky Lynch, Tiffany Stratton, and AJ Lee.
Shoulder up, and the referee ends the count.
She is fighting hard to stay in this match, fighting hard to kick out each and every time.
Got out of dodge that time. Ooh, foot to the midsection.
Oh, she fights B-Fab back.
In fact, I hope we can get up to like 6-person rivalries.
Check out this power in the corner.
I'm sure people are
Snake
wanting like
eyes. And,
4
man,
on
look at
4
this.
rivalries,
That last shot busted her open.
like for War Games or Survivor Series specifically.
B-Fab looks to capitalize after the reversal.
Leaning against the turnbuckle now. Oof, knocking all the air out with a knee.
And I'm wanting like a 6-person rivalry for like Elimination Chamber or Money in the Bank.
Now trampling the opposition.
Up on the turnbuckle, setting up for something big here.
Oh, look at this now. Corey, when you're up top like that, there's only one way to go.
Down hard. Believe me when I say you cannot overstate the amount of pain that causes someone.
And she narrowly escaped.
I have dropped my phone.
That was the axe. B-Fab with another one. B-Fab, oh, ducks the clothesline, comes back with a...
Alright, no cracks in the screen. We're all good.
She fights back with the counter. Oh, drop kick. Right on the money.
Wait, I really hope that
Cuts the attack off.
Fatal Influence gets called up as an entire faction.
Belly to back
Because the
suplex.
women's tag division needs them,
This
and same with the women's mid-card division.
ever witnessed. This has progressed far beyond any animosity. Incoming.
missile drop kick. What's going on here?
Oh no. Look out, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Not her. Not at this
Blaney
time.
Reed.
This is horrible.
Oh, you say horrible, I say I love it.
Wait. What's she doing?
You're not even in the tag
That
team
they simply
portion
can
of
wait
the
until
faction.
after the match to pick this fight.
She put in the work. Now she's looking for the payoff.
And she's able to stop the counter early.
Really? An immediate kick
I don't know how
out.
much more she can take.
Man, no selling that chair shot.
Just well
Cover. This could be it. The count was stopped before it started.
Truly cannot believe that didn't even get a 1 count.
And wait a minute. What's the manager doing under the apron?
Oh, she's got that insurance policy in hand now.
backing her into that corner now.
Lifted and completely helpless here. Targeting the throat there.
Oh, Laney Reed is on the verge of getting kicked out of here. As if he keeps this up.
Oh, check this out. I know what's coming next.
Oh, with authority.
And now heading back inside the ring.
Arm wringer.
Good old-fashioned punch to the jaw.
Spiked with a Uranagi.
Oh, she doesn't know the precarious position she's in.
Fallon at a disadvantage.
Honestly, I never would have guessed that was BFAB's finisher. And BFAB wins, even though she had a numbers disadvantage.
And tonight, Fallon Henley couldn't finish the job.
And B-Fab came out here promising to be fabulous. And she...
Alright. TBD defeats Hex Sisters. Victoria defeats Jordan Grace. And Natalia defeats Alundra Blaze. In the final SmackDown before WrestleMania. Let's go with Becky Lynch versus Blake Monroe. Alright, Liv Morgan defeats Bianca Belair in China. And I'm mainly picking this match for the final SmackDown match. Because, well, Becky Lynch is going to be in the Women's World Championship match. Not the Women's World Championship, the WWE Women's Championship. And Blake Monroe may not have that opportunity anymore. But I do feel like she should get like a major match if she can beat Becky Lynch.
Submission locked in. She's holding on with everything she's got, but can her body hold on?
I mean, if these two are end up being like scheduled against each other at Mania, then I'll probably just make it a fatal 4-way. But that's if Blake Monroe wins. I know, I keep changing my mind. I'm indecisive. What are you gonna do? Fire me?
Driven through the ground.
Directly into the pin attempt.
Oh, somehow.
Her toughness really shining through here.
All the momentum in the corner of Monroe now.
Blake's doing whatever she wants because she can.
What?
Lynch showing how much punishment
Oh,
she
what's
can
that?
withstand before getting her own offense in.
Time now for Becky to get her energy up and claw back into the fight.
And Blake is a bit staggered after that attack. He's returning fire. Headbutt.
Oh, Lynch anticipated that.
Tossed by the neck. Destructive use of the knee. Look at Monroe. Top rope.
Right now, the only issue with there being 2 nights of Mania, I can't see who is competing on the second night until I complete the first night. So if I do have to switch up a match on night 1, I might have to switch up a match on night 2.
Lynch just looking to humiliate her opponent. A count-out is imminent for her if she doesn't return to the ring. Finally became aware of the count and gets back into the ring. Well executed dropkick.
Oh, they clutch their opponent's wrist, and look at this. How humiliating, just kicks to the face.
Essentially dead weight being set up on the top rope.
Oh, hey. Becky connects. Scoop slam. This pin could put Monroe away for good. Stopping the ref's count at 2.
She mustered
Alright, Blake
everything she
Monroe
had
has a
to kick
finisher,
out there.
Becky has a signature, but I know Becky Lynch has resiliency as well.
In position, thinking this is her moment to seize. In the corner now, she needs to fight out of it. Trying for that scoop slam, but drop behind, and now
Reversal into the inverted DDT.
She's starting to wear down here.
Becky keenly sensed an opportunity to attack and took full advantage.
From the top. And no one there.
some well-timed defense on her part.
Overhead suplex.
Hitting hard with a leg drop.
Wheels are turning.
Oh, Becky could be looking to end it here.
Becky Lynch setting it up.
Handle slam.
Lynch just turned the lights
1,
up.
2, and 3. Blake Monroe will not be
Gets the win.
inserted into the match for any reason.
Here's your winner, the man, Becky Lynch.
I'll just simulate it all. Daria defeats Ruka. Maxine Dupree defeats Melee Fanny Fan. Rio defeats Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Ivanao defeats Lola Vice. Judgment Day defeats Kabuki Warriors. AJ Lee defeats Tiffany Stratton. And Lita defeats Bull Nakano. So, yeah, I'm just going to move Becky up to 1. So I can try to get her into the match without having to mess up anything. Alright, so we have Eve Torres versus Tatum Paxley for the Intercontinental Championship. Stephanie Vaquer versus the Captain. Blake Monroe versus Asuka. Victoria versus Wendy Chu. Maxine Dupree versus Stacy Keibler. We got a 6-woman battle royal with Trish Stratus, Nikki Bella, Geneva Rose, Josie Jane, Michelle McCool, and Alundra Blaze. Liv Morgan versus Sensational Cherry. Chelsea Green versus Ivy Nile. Okay, I gotta adjust that match. Okay, hold on. Oh, I can just go keep Superstars. Champions. Yeah, Geneva Rose and Psycho Sally should be defending their titles. So, you know, I'm going to figure this out. Alright, so I decided to put Ren Sinclair in the Battle Royal instead of Geneva Rose so she can defend her title on night 2. I hope. And then the match we will be watching is a triple threat match for the Women's Championship. So we have Eve Torres taking on. Well, Eve Torres defeated Tatum Paxley. The captain defeated Stephanie Vaquer. Blake Monroe defeated Asuka. Victoria defeated Wendy Chu. Maxine Dupree defeated Stacy Keibler. Trish Stratus won the Battle Royal. Liv Morgan defeated Sensational Sherry. Ivy Nile is still the Women's United States Champion. And then we'll watch it. Okay, so both tag titles, one world title, and the Reina de Reinas Championship will be on night 2.
This is it. Championship match now underway with the WWE Women's title hanging in the balance. This should be a good one.
The competition has always been
Now, this match
exceptionally
had
fierce
so many
around
moving
this
parts
title.
to
For the
it,
women's division, holding this title is
and
a
it all
crowning
started
achievement. Everyone
with
wants their
AJ
time with
Lee
it around their waist.
using her title shot on the SmackDown before Elimination Chamber, and trying to get another shot the following night at Elimination Chamber.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
Drop kick right on the
And she was already put into a rivalry for the Women's World Champ and the WWE Women's Championship
What would you say is the most important thing to
heading
remember
into
from a triple threat
WrestleMania.
We always say it because it's always true, Cole. You have to keep your head on a swivel. You can't just
It looks like she was probably going to get
you do,
3 shots at the title if she didn't win the first 2.
is paramount.
Illegal in many sports, but that was used effectively in there. Lynch now lifting the apron and taking a look around.
Grabbing that willow from under the apron here.
The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
A pinpoint kick to the mat.
Introducing the steel chair into this match. Becky timed that one.
Rolled into a crucifix.
right into the ponytail. This could be it. She's still not staying down for the count.
Oh, the elbow connects.
And there was also the possibility of Blake Monroe getting into the match
Head scissors takedown.
if she could beat
Oh, leg lariat. Taking things to the top.
AJ Lee, the SmackDown After Chamber, or Becky Lynch before WrestleMania.
More offense like that, and we could be looking at a new champ.
Stratton is firing up, no doubt about it.
AJ has taken full command here.
The man's got to figure something out. She knows what an important equalizer the kendo stick can be.
And she's able to stop the pin.
Keeping this match alive here, man.
And that holds Becky back. Boom, what a forearm. With the counter.
With the drop kick.
But yeah, this was a confusing mess beforehand, but thankfully We have it simplified to a triple threat
Challengers in a bad way.
where Becky gets her rematch.
This triple threat is still where he
AJ
wants to win.
earned her way back into this match
Dragon
by
screw.
beating Lita at Elimination Chamber,
She gets taken into the corner, needs to get out.
and Tiffany Stratton defends the
Down
title.
with a body slam. Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope. Oh!
Tiffany is for the title.
Pin attempt broken.
Now, I have no idea what match we're watching on night
Then
2.
she gets out of
Becky Lynch got her locked in. Submission move. The disarmer here. Disarmer by Lynch.
Locked in. This will break your arm in a hurry. Can Becky...
Hold on. Look at
Tiffany
this. She
gets
makes
out of the
her scared,
disarm her.
breaking the hold.
taking this to the floor.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
Pulling out the sledgehammer. This match is taking a dark turn now. Just flashing her hardware here.
Oh, a crushing blow from that sledgehammer. Champs down. This one's for everything.
One.
She still fights out in one.
No,
She
okay.
is truly defiant till the end, refusing to go quietly.
I don't know.
into
AJ
the
has
mat.
2 finishers.
Oh, no, there could be trouble lurking for her with this submission maneuver.
Black Widow. Almost a miraculous
And
escape
Tiffany
with
uses
pin
resiliency to
side
get
slam.
out of it.
They are deep into this match, and you have to think that their stamina is running out.
Yeah, at this point in the match, it starts to feel like you're fighting in mud.
Here she goes, slide.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming. Black Widow. Locked in tight.
This could be it.
Submission. She's
And Becky does not get up in time. Tiffany Stratton taps out to AJ Lee.
Here is your winner and the new WWE Women's Champion, AJ Lee.
there she is. Our new
Congratulations, AJ Lee. You're the new WWE Women's Champion. Let's go to night 2. Really? Only 2 titles are on the line? Okay, hold on. So who are the number 1 contenders for the tag titles? Like both sets of tag titles. Oh. Hey, when did Nikki become number 1 contender? If she was number 1 contender, why didn't she get a title shot? Or a match? Okay, so B-Fab and Meechin, Bailey and Lyra, they are the top 2 teams. So yeah, I'll just turn this into the triple threat. There we go. No, it's where the frick is it? Am I blind? Triple threat tornado tag. There we go. No, this is not correct. You are teaming with Meechin. You're teaming with Jasmine Nick. Then we have Geneva Rose and Psycho Sally defending the titles. Okay, then who Or the number one contenders on SmackDown. You know what? I'll just put the top 3 teams. At this point, I don't even care who was previously booked at Mania. Because it's a lot of work to remember. So it was Bliss and Flair, Rhea and Io, then wait, it was Nia and Lash. You know what? We will watch the main event. Natalia retains against Red. Bayley and Lyra defeat LJ and Justine. TBD retains. Slammer defeats Nikita Lyons. Judgment Day retains. Chyna beats Piper Niven. Bianca Belair defeats Moreno. Bull Nakano defeats Lita, and then we have Julia versus Naomi.
There's the bell, and this WWE Women's World Championship match has now officially begun.
And the feeling in here is electric. Everyone knows that with this kind of prize on the line, these superstars are going to be at their absolute best.
Getting to her feet here, stumbling into the lion's den. High impact crossbody.
Now, I feel like this is a brilliant way to end WrestleMania.
Julia just unable to stop this attack.
Julia unable to use her wide arsenal here.
Julia experiencing a bit of a setback with that maneuver.
Oh yeah, that actually might.
And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Oh yeah, Julia versus Naomi would be a fun match to end the show. I mean, Tiffany Stratton versus Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee was a great match as well.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty
And Julia has a finisher.
opponent completely defenseless and arrivederci. The challenger is
1, 2, and a kick out.
The champion stays alive.
And this is what it means to be a champion. Any other mere mortal, that would have been the end of the line.
The heaviest artillery has been used, but it's not enough for the 3. What's this manager looking for under the ring? She has no business
And I feel like in universe mode, since you can have like a few, like a lot of titles, I feel like they should try to prioritize putting all the titles on the line at WrestleMania. I mean, unless you have like non-title rivalries happening, and you don't bump up the amount of matches on a show, then I can understand. But with this, I only have a total of 8 titles. They should have easily have made it so all of the titles are on the line.
Blast off! Diving forearm smash! Constant attacks from Julia.
Gonna be tough to slow Julia down now.
Naomi.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Yana, get out of this.
Now, removing the turnbuckle pad.
she's got her cinched in.
Knees meet face.
Naomi has a signature.
Oh, she calls in the
And a
rear.
rear
The
view.
champ goes for the cover.
1, 2, and a kick out.
She's got serious grit. How did she manage to break that pin?
And she quickly turned that around.
What's Julia going for here? Suplex.
Has the champ pinned. Is this it?
Counter to
Julia, you know the ref is
the ref not
busy,
How in the world did she just
but
kick
you
out
almost have a signature.
before the referee's 1 count?
Grapevining the legs.
Now you have a
Kick to the
signature.
body.
Effective counter.
What a forearm.
Leg drop across the back of the neck. Naomi heading back to the ring. Caught an elbow to the gut for that effort.
And this could spell the end for Naomi.
Glorious driver. Pin for the title.
1, 2, and a kick out.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Naomi, feel the glow.
This could be the end.
Locked in. Is it over? Is she gonna tap? She's trapped here. She's completely trapped in the submission.
And Naomi gets the win.
her championship.
He makes Julia tap out to retain the title. That was definitely great. And just like that, the year is over. So let's go over the championship history really quick. So we've had, well, okay, they don't seem to like to keep this section updated, but Naomi is now she is a 2-time champion. Becky, China, AJ Lee, Trish Stratus, Jordan Grace, and Julia have all held the title. But Becky Lynch Becky Lynch was the longest reigning champion at 98 days. Julia only held it for 12. Natalia, Michelle McCool, Thea Hale, Ivy Nile, Candice LeRae, Nikki Bella, Tatum Paxley, and Eve Torres have all been Intercontinental Champion. Eve Torres only held it for 2 because she just won the title. And Tatum Paxley held it for 140 days. Bayley, Lyra, Psycho Sally, and Geneva Rose have all held the titles. And still Bayley and Lyra held it for longer, with 222 days. Geneva Rose and Psycho Sally only for 114 days, which is understandable. Natalia, Alundra Blaze, Lola Vice, and La Concreita Loca have all been Reina de Reina's champion. Natalia has been the longest reigning champion at 142 days. Lola Vice only 29 days. Alright, Julia, Flammer, Victoria, Bonacano, Becky Lynch, Tiffany Stratton, and AJ Lee have all been women's champion. AJ held the title for 2 days because she just won the title. Bonacano held it for 85 days. Alright, Ren Sinclair, Chelsea Green, Zelina Vega, Sol Ruca, Kiana James, and Ivy Nile have all been United States champion. Ivy Nile has held it for 114 days, passing Ren Sinclair's reign, while Zelina Vega only held it for 2 days. Alright, let's see. Judgment Day, Bliss and Flair, and Rio have been champions. 224 combined days for Judgment Day, 84 for Rio, and 28 for Bliss and Flair. And then we've had Maxine Dupree, Stacy Keibler, Red, Izzy Dame, Ren Sinclair, and Nikki Bella have all been champions. Oh, they have this one updated correctly. Well, kind of. Maxine's a three-time champion. But yeah, Stacy Keibler held it for a combined 160 days, and Ren Sinclair only held it for 9. Alright, I'm going to look to see who has, like, the best win-loss record. Alright, so I spent, like, 20 minutes, half an hour, writing down everyone's win-loss record. So it's not entirely accurate because this game, for some reason, isn't keeping track of the draws. So, for sure, I'm going to list off the ones with the worst records. Those are Ariana Grace, who was 0-2, Brie Bella, who was 0-3, Kendall Gray, who was 0-3, Moreno, apparently she's 0-6. I'm gonna double check that one. Yeah, 0-6. Yeah, she has the worst record out of everyone. And then some of the better records are like Steve Torres is 22-6. Io Sky is 28-7. Where are they? Wait, Natalia, this might shock people, but 33-6. Rhea Ripley 28-7. Yeah, those are all of the impressive records. But now, speed round of everyone. Rizzo 1-4. AJ Lee 22-20. Alba Fire 6-19. Alexa Bliss 23-16. Alundra Blaze 8-11. Ariana Grace, we mentioned, is 0-2. Asuka 16-18. B-Fab 8-15. Bailey 23-12. Becky Lynch is 29-19. Belair is 16-28. Blake Monroe is 15-23. Brie Bella 0-3. Nakano is 28-16. Ray is 2-6. Captain is 9-6. Harley Prime is 4-5. Charlotte Flair is 15 and is 25-15. Oh, excuse me. Chelsea Green 9-16. China 26-22. Dahlia Hex is 8-20. Delilah is 8-21. Eve Torres 22-6. Fallon Henley 9-21. Flammer 8-22. Geneva Rose is 9-16. Julia is 20-17. Ivy Nile 15-10. Io Sky 28-7. Izzy Dame 6-20. JC Jane is 13-27. Jade Cargill is 6-22. Jada Parker is 3-6. Jasmine Nix is 8 and 19. Jordan Grace 10 and 15. Josie Jane 5 and 11. Uh, Justine is 22 and 13. Kyrie Sane 16 and 20. Carmen Petrovic 1 and 2. Kalani Jordan 5 and 5. Kelly 4 and 3. Kendall Gray 0 and 3. Kiana James 7 and 12. Welcome Greta Loca 9 and 13. Blaney Reed 1 and 7. Lash Legend 8 and 17. Lita 18 and 18. Liv Morgan 16 and 19. LJ 19 and 12. Lola Vice 9 and 14. Lyra Valkyria is 20 and 11. Maurice is 1 and 7. Maxine Dupree is 13 and 13. Fanny is 2 and 9. Michelle McCool is 6 and 15. Meechin 9 and 16. Molly Holly 6 and 9. Moreno 0 and 6. Naomi 25 and 17. Natalia 33 and 6. Nia Jax 8 and 18. Apparently. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, Nikki Bella 11 and 12. Nikki Cross 3 and 6. Nikita Lyons 4 and 13. Odette Beaumont 9 and 9. Odyssey Rift 1 and 5. Piper Niven 7 and 21. Psycho Sally 9 and 16. Raquel Rodriguez is 25 and 22. Red is 21 and 15. Rhea Ripley 28 and 7. Roxanne Perez is a 23-19. Sensational Sherry 3 and 8. Soul Ruka 13 and 13. Stacy Keebler 7 and 19. Stephanie Vaquera is 11 and 19. Hayden Paxley is 11 and 21. Thea Hale is 4 and 6. Stratton is 24 and 20. Stratus is 26 and 17. Victoria 21 and 11. Wendy Chu 6 and 9. Ren Sinclair 3 and 8. Daria 4 and 11. Zelina Vega 3 and 9. And Zoe Stark is 2 and 13. That is everyone that has competed in this universe mode. But thank you all so much for watching this universe mode. Please like, share, subscribe, comment any other video ideas you have for the future, and I'll catch you in the next one.